Hey guys, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas. It is time for some nail art. I know it's been a little bit, but today I'm going to be showing you how to create this marbled manicure. And believe it or not, this was done with Sharpie, which I have seen so many people do, and I've watched like various videos that I kind of just put together all my knowledge and figured it out. So first up, you are definitely going to want to have some rubbing alcohol on hand. I put it into a little like jar so I could easily dip into it but not also make a mess. And then of course you need a Sharpie, and this was just a normal black fine point Sharpie. It doesn't matter what kind you use. And then you of course want your nails prepped already. So for this, I put on my white into 2 coats, and then I let that dry completely, and I put on a top coat and let that dry. That is kind of like the main key factor in having all of this work, in my opinion. I've done it in the past where I've just done the Sharpie on top of my actual nail polish, and that never worked for me, so I feel like that is a crucial step. Okay, so now that my white is top coated and completely dry, it is time to actually just scribble on a few marker Sharpie spots. I'm trying to stay away from my skin just because I don't want to get too close and then accidentally like touch it and then have a Sharpie stain. But of course, you know, eventually it's washable, but it's not super fun to wash off, so you want to just stay away from that little section. Now I'm going in with a old brush that's not one that I like super value because it will become stained from the Sharpie, and I have dipped it into the rubbing alcohol. I used about, I believe it was a 91 point some odd percent rubbing alcohol, so it is one of the stronger ones that you can get. I will have the actual like precise percent in the description box below if you guys want to know, because I definitely found that that one worked. I've tried a 71 in the past and it did not work, so having the higher alcohol content of rubbing alcohol is definitely beneficial. So as you can see here, I'm just dabbing it all over where the Sharpie was, and it really fades it out. You kind of wanted to then just spread it out all over your nail. Of course, you want to leave white areas because that is going to make it look more marbly, and today's background is actually a marble background because my nails that were white were disappearing into my normally white background, so I had to change it up a little bit, and the marble seemed fitting since we're making marbly nails. So basically you just want to keep doing this until you are happy and content with it. I do go back and dip my brush into the rubbing alcohol because that really just helps kind of create more fluid like looks on the nail. And then in areas where I feel like there's a lot of liquid, I kind of just dab it off with my finger, which is what you guys were just seeing. It's not going to hurt the polish, it's not going to hurt my finger. It's literally just going to kind of spread out the Sharpie appearance and just give it a more fluid, spread out, natural look, in my opinion. So I am going to now just finish this up on this nail, and then I'm going to repeat it on the other nail, but we will speed it up so you're not here forever watching that. Okay, so now that that is done and I am happy with the base of this marble, it is time to go in and create some more defined lines. So here I'm going in with some white acrylic paint and just really putting in some details here and there. If there was an area that I felt was too dark or I needed a more stark white contrast to really create the marble feel, then I just went in with the small brush, the white acrylic paint, and put in that line. However, I didn't leave the line super bright into the pigment that I applied it with. I dabbed it with my other finger, as you guys have seen here in the past so many seconds, and that just, it allows the line to still be there but not be stark white, so it looks more natural and actually occurring like you would see in a piece of marble, which I really liked. I feel like that really kind of took this part of the design to the next level. I know you can't really notice that on camera, but when you're wearing it on your nails, you do notice how that really helps create the detail. After that, I decided it would be fun because sometimes when you look at a piece of marble, there's also some sparkle in there. So I thought I would, like, why not add some sparkle? So on my other two fingers that you guys are seeing this whole video, I am wearing a polish called Do More, and it is by Define and Inspire, which is Target's brand of nail polish that I love. And I have taken that onto my paint palette. I have diluted it with a little bit of the rubbing alcohol, and I'm just trying to spread it here and there. If I feel like it's getting too intense, then I will like dab it off with my finger and go back and try to dilute it more, because you really want the sparkle to be very subtle in the design. As you can see there, it got a little bold, but that's when I go back in and I kind of just dilute it down so it looks more naturally occurring, like you would see in a piece of marble. And I know marbles you usually see more of like a silvery or almost a gold, but I just felt like the rosy gold shade was so me and really fun, and it just went with the whole overall look that I was going for today. Now, after you have put on all of the rose goldiness that you desire and you are happy with the overall look, it is time to be done and you can apply your favorite top coat. Of course, you want to make sure everything is dry, give it plenty of drying time. The Sharpie dries super quick, but of course, depending on what type of glitter you use, that may take a little extra time. But like I said, you want to make sure that it's dry, put on your top coat, and then you are good to go. I feel like this is such a fun look. At first, I was like, this doesn't really look like marble, but then the more that I wore it, and then the next day when I was wearing it, when I like woke up and looked at my nails, it was like, I did that? Really? So super fun design, super easy, looks a lot more complicated than it actually is, and I really enjoyed this and I think it was super fun. As I mentioned earlier, all of the specifics as to like the alcohol content for the rubbing alcohol, the Sharpie, everything will be listed in the description box below, as well as in today's blog post, which is of course linked below. So if you guys want any more information, you will be able to find it there. If you guys have any specific questions, let me know. And if there are anything else you want to know about this design, anything I can help with, or maybe ideas that you want to see with this whole concept done in the future, be sure to let me know, because I am already planning videos way ahead and my goal is to do more nail art for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I had so much fun doing it and I can't wait to share it with you. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!